It's your boy JD, man, back with another one. Today we'll be showing you how to install a battery on a 2018 plus BMW X3. So first, you want to go ahead and pop the hood, and then you want to locate this. This is on the passenger side of the vehicle near the fender. So this is where you can put your positive point on your jump box. And then for your ground, if you look under here, you can put it right there. As you can see, it has the ground right there. So you put your ground here, you put your positive from the jump box there, and that should jump your vehicle off. So next, I will show you the battery location and how to change the battery. Alright, so your battery is in your trunk. So you want to go ahead and open your trunk and then go ahead and remove this panel. Now, on most of them, they do stay up by themselves, but this one I will just be removing. So next, you will see your carriage tray. So you want to go ahead and empty anything that is in there. And then there is a bolt right here and here if you want to remove the top part, if it doesn't stay up by itself. And then to remove this tray, you have two clips right here, and you have another two down here. So you go ahead and remove those, and I will just use a flathead screwdriver. You just twist it to the side. So once you remove these, this will pop up, and this will be your battery located under there. So I will show you how to remove that next. So next, you want to go ahead and remove this bracket to get your battery out. So those bolts down there are a E10 reverse torch. So E10 socket. I would also like to mention, if you have a long enough extension that can reach on to this torque box for the bracket, you will not have to remove this. You can simply just remove that and kind of pull up on this a little. But if you do have to remove this, you will need to watch the next part of the video. It'll help you remove this, the trunk liner, and both of these side panels. Okay, next, what you want to do is go ahead and remove this foam piece. It is kind of wedged in there, so you might just have to pull up a little bit. And then you want to go ahead and remove both these panels on both sides. It's just a little thing you can grab right here. Show you real quick. So you just grab on this and pull on both sides. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to get your trim piece and you want to go ahead and start to pry up on it so you can get it off, so that way this can come up. And then you want to get a T15 star socket, and then you want to go ahead and remove that bolt on both sides. That way you can remove this panel to remove this panel to gain access to the battery holder. The battery holder, there is one bolt right there. So now that I have removed both of the bolts, this panel should just kind of come off. Same thing on the next side. You do want to make sure that you don't break that wire right there. So you can kind of just move that to the side and disconnect it from this piece. And then you can just pull up on this piece to gain that extra space you need to the battery. And I'll show you what to do next. Now once you do that, you can go ahead and start to remove your bolts with the battery holder, which is, this is a E10 socket, a E10 reverse torque socket. Alright, now as you can see, I have my terminals off. And now I have my battery holder off. So now I can just lift straight up with my battery. Now, once you have your new battery in, as you can see like I do now, you go ahead and connect your breather hose back. Now, this wasn't connected when I was taking it out, but you do want to go ahead and connect it on the new battery. And then you can go ahead and put your battery cover back on, and then go ahead and install your terminals. Alright, now that I have my battery holder back in, and I have all the bolts tight, go ahead and put on my positive terminal first, and then you want to go ahead and put on your negative, and then connect back the sensor back in. You want to make sure you do that. So the way that these side panels work, in case your latch comes off while you're taking it out, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put it in this hole right here, and then slide it down, and then turn the panel towards the back. And then while it's like that, you want to make sure that this is clipped in. It's not really that hard, but you want to make sure this is in so that way your back seats can come down. And then also on the back side of this panel, you want to make sure that you push it down first and then clip it into the clips. So can't really do it with two hands, but I can kind of show you. You want to make sure that this panel is over it, push down, and then you want to push the clips in. All right, now once you got all of that in place, you just want to make sure that you put your trim liner back in correctly. So just kind of match it up to how it already is and just push it back into place. Because if this is not in correctly, you will hear extra wind noise from the trunk. Now, once you got your battery back in, you have both of your terminals connected and you've connected your sensor back to your battery. Go ahead and start putting back on your trim pieces. You go ahead and put this piece back on first, and then you go ahead and put the side panels. You go ahead and connect these back. Then after that, go ahead and put these on last. But you want to make sure that you put your screw right back in here. So, if you guys found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, follow, and I'll have more videos coming out to you guys. Thank you.